Okay, folks, welcome to series number 7 offense here of the game breakdown series, Cowboys versus Seahawks. This is game number 2 of the breakdown series. As you can see here, I am in a Panther full house. Well, actually, we'll talk about this really quick. I got the stop on the last possession on a 4th and 1, so I get the ball on his 36-yard line. I don't have very far to go. Tie ball game still. 4:14 left in the third quarter, so a lot of time left. I'm in a Panther full house here, running the triple option. What you're going to see is I'm going to actually make a little audible and just flip the play. So this guy will move over here, this guy will move over here, and we're going to run the option going to the right. The reason I'm doing so, safety's up, outside backer over here, no other outside backer here. Safety is somewhat up, but to the inside. So I have numbers to this side. I have 1, 2, we'll go ahead and number these, 2 and 3. Whereas back here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll call him 5 because even though he's a safety, he's up pretty tight. He's 6 yards depth, so that's not too far away. That's pretty much in the box. So obviously I have an advantage going to my right in this case. What I could have called was the power. That is a play that I can call to where you should get this kind of block. And the only thing I don't like about that is these two guys here. If they both come, somebody's coming free because this guy's not going to be able to get all the way over here to make a seal block. It's pretty difficult. For the center's going to block one, but one of them comes free, usually that linebacker, to kill the play on the power. And since the power is a delayed or a sprint and draw, it takes a second for this to get open. So I have a feeling that would get killed. So I decided to just flip my play in this case and see if he makes the adjustment. So I do flip the play, as you can see right here. Now, no adjustment out of the defense. He keeps him here, he keeps him down too, and this safety is still sitting pretty much middle of the field. So I have no force player over here. If we get this guy blocked, I have all the room in the world. So we'll go ahead and talk about the play itself. It's a triple option, so it's a veer option. In the game, it's called triple option. In general, it's a veer option. So what we're going to have here is what it's called gap blocking front side, or veer blocking. You can call it that too. Where the way we discuss it is we call handling 1 and 2, optioning 3 and 4. So in this case here, we have this guy, since he's shaded to the strong side, he's number 1. This guy here would be number 2. There's 3, and normally he would be 4, but in this case it just depends on what kind of block I get here out of Dez. He could be number 4. So that one I kind of keep my head on a swivel for. So what's going to happen is we get these blocks here. Hopefully we get a good combo block here and make that. Get this sealed off nice and neat. Next level, and then there we go, something to that effect. Now I'm going to ride my back here, my full back. Alright, so I may hand it to him. It's up to this guy what I do. This guy's the deciding factor essentially. If, like we mentioned before, if he crashes hard to the inside, I'm going to be keeping the ball with the quarterback and getting outside in this case, and going pitch phase with my halfback here, my tailback. Now, if this guy sits and waits, I'm handing off to him, and I'm going to try to get underneath and then bow to the outside here. So what that does, well, for one, that's how veer options actually run. 2, what that does is it gets this guy thinking a little bit more and gets him crashing more, which is what I would prefer. I like it when he crashes because it usually opens this up, and then I can make a huge play with the pitch. So now if he crashes, and I know we talked about this before, but we'll talk about it again since that's part of the breakdown here. It's part of the learning process. Repetition is learning. Now I have to watch, since he's gone, I'm looking at him or him, all depending on what this guy does. If Dez makes the block here, then yes, I'm looking at him as he runs his alley. If he attacks my quarterback, then I'm going to hold it to the last second and then pitch it over to my back. If he, my wide receiver doesn't get the block here, works his way next level, and this guy attacks, then again, I'm going to attack him. Actually, I'm going to run right at him. Try to force him to come to me. Now, if I see him automatically going here, okay, turn up the field now and get as many yards as you can. and possibly if you're in an open field and you see a safety coming at you, then maybe take the slide in that case so you don't fumble the ball or take a big hit. But in my case, I have a running quarterback instead of Romo in for this. So I'm usually going to go ahead and try to get as many yards as possible. So we'll go ahead and run through this play and see what happens, see what kind of decision I make, and we'll go from there. So alright, so it goes. You see the player's playing him. He gets straight up field. So yeah, I'm handing the ball off, and I want to cut right off his block and then see if I can't make a move on him. Boom, turn up because he's widening, and I get myself a good 15 yards there or so. What is that? Let's see. 10, yeah, about 15, 17 yards. So I'll take that all day, like I like to say. So we come in here, boom. All right, he widens. He's actually going all the way to my tailback here, so I probably could have cut up inside too, followed him, and maybe got an extra block. That might have been something I should have thought about. But when you're reading on the fly, obviously, you just try to make the best decision. To me, this is the best decision. You hand it off like you're supposed to. In this case here, I start running to the outside here. He's widening already, so once I see that, I'm going to cut back inside. Plus, I see this corner coming. So I'm trying to give myself a little bit of space and get as much as I can. And turn it back to split the difference between the two. And then finally, he makes the tackle. 15 yards. So obviously, as far as the grading goes, I did this about as good as you can do it, really. And it's the right decision, and got as many yards as I could. So grading wise goes, play success is obviously a positive, so it's a 1. Play decision making, a positive again, so that's another 1, so that's 2 points. And there's going to be the bonus on this play because it was a run of more than 10 yards. So that's 3 points. So I actually get over 100% on that.